Welcome back to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Good evening.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me at the dining room table for this episode of The Pod. 1 week ago, we ate at Burger Lounge, which is a burger place. It's got your standard burgers, fries, drinks. And their whole deal is that they do grass-fed burger. Yes. Grass-fed cows. Mm-hmm. So these cows were eating long shards of grass. Remember when you were a kid and you would like lay in the grass and then there would be some blades of grass that would be like, it would have prickly and it would be sticky.
Yeah.
To go against your skin. It was like, ow.
What's up with that?
This blade of but for some reason nowadays, eating grass from by a cow is deemed.
It's very ethical.
Ethical and organic and free range. And did Norman have feelings? So that's their deal. They do grass fed beef, which is better on some level.
The beef is grass-fed. Mm-hmm. They also have an entire half of their menu that is vegetarian meat,
right?
Plant-based meat,
right? They got veggie burgers and like beyond sort of impossible burger things going on.
And I'm pretty sure their buns are all vegan because I think.
Well, what does that even mean? But go ahead.
I think the way that I first
isn't every bun vegan?
I don't think so.
Really?
Well, there's like what goes into making dough.
Flour,
milk and butter, maybe.
Oh, so the milk and butter. Oh, okay.
And the reason I believe this is true, I could be wrong, but there's a vegan bakery in Sacramento that I've adored for a very long time.
Okay. And Pushkin's.
Yeah, Pushkin. Okay. They make the buns that supply this restaurant, unless I have them confused with a different burger place.
Okay.
But I feel like Burger Lounge came on my radar because of the Pushkin vegan buns that they supply to them. Mm-hmm.
Burger Lounge came on my radar because it's a restaurant in Downtown Commons, Doco, mm-hmm. which we frequent often.
Yeah.
So the vegan. So what is Darling Daughter Luna Marie? She's
a pescatarian.
So could she eat these buns that have milk and eggs in them?
Yeah, she's not a vegan. So she eats animal products, but she doesn't eat meat except for fish.
Okay.
Are you following me?
Did she see this on TikTok or something?
I don't know. But she's been doing this for over a year now.
A year? Yeah.
A year plus.
And
she's stuck with it.
And the positives are...
She feels good about herself. Mm-hmm. She's not contributing to the animal abuse in the horrible system of mass meat production in America, which is truly atrocious, even though I myself eat meat. It is atrocious.
Sure.
If you look into it at any depth, you'll discover that.
Well, Burger Lounge has grass-fed cows who, after they eat all this fabulous grass, they go right into the slaughterhouse.
I don't know enough about what grass-fed, quote-unquote, means.
Yeah.
On face value, I guess they're eating grass. But other than that, like, how is it different from the mass meat production? If it is different at all. I don't know. I don't know if that's just like a phrase that they're able to get away with.
Yeah, it's a tagline. So slap it on. It's a slogan.
It could be,
so me and you can feel better. Not that I give a crap about grass-fed cows.
I don't necessarily. I do care about like the state of mass meat production in America. It's horrible. You on many levels, it's horrible.
You would hug a tree if it came down to it. If a tree was going to be chopped down by the city,
when our HOA chopped a tree down outside of our front door, I literally cried.
Yeah,
I called my friend in tears.
Hillary Egan, who is also a tree hugger.
Okay.
Yes,
and I'm not ashamed of that.
Yes, and I see. Being married to you for 2+ years now, honey. I'm both just I shrug my shoulders at it, but I also get it on a 10 to 15% level.
Well, thank you for that 15%. I'll take it.
You're welcome, honey. But grass-fed, is that what we're talking about?
We're talking about Burger Lounge.
Yes, we're talking about Burger Lounge, which deems itself grass-fed burgers. So they feed the cows This fabulous green, lush, sometimes sticky when you were a kid, and you would, whoa. When you were a kid, why were we on lawns so much? We were on we were on front yards, we were on backyards. My friend Alan down the street had the slip and slide in his backyard.
Oh, yeah.
We completely tore apart his parents' backyard because there's water going on, and you didn't always stay on the slip and slide, and it would turn to mud and dirt. But we had a fabulous time. Their last name was Bryce. Now, Alan and Jeff Bryce. I remember Jeff was younger, so he was more my speed. Alan was a little older, so he was more my stepbrother Kyle Copperman's speed. But we used to get into all sort of nonsense and shenanigans. But grass can hurt if you rub your skin against the prickliness.
Yeah. When you're a kid, you lay in the grass. When you're an adult, you smoke the grass.
Well, speaking of grass, whatever. I remember you took a picture of Lennox Albert laying in grass, and you deemed it Boyhood because it was similar to the movie poster. Yes.
It was Luna laying in grass, and I called it Girlhood.
Really?
Yeah.
So I had it completely wrong. I'm sorry.
But I was thinking about that movie. You're right. But because it was her, I said Girlhood. I love that picture of her laying in the grass.
Are you sure it's not a picture of Lennox Albert?
I'll show you when we're done with
Darlington.
this.
Okay.
Yeah. There's something about grass and childhood, I guess, because being at school so much, at recess.
Right. And just playing and running in the grass and
being
falling
outside.
in the grass.
Yeah.
And you did see Darling's son Lennox Albert in the grass throwing a frisbee today.
Oh, today. It was such a glorious sight. Son Lennox throwing a frisbee to his classmate. Both of them sans mask.
Right. Wait
for
a
whatever
second.
Reason.
Whoa.
He said they just both took off their masks because they were so sweaty. And then I said, well, did the teachers yell at you? And he said, no. And which I was shocked. Yeah. So, I was walking up to the school. I saw him. He said, hi, Mom. He ran up to me through the field.
Are they going to tell the excuse that they're sweaty to the 500 million people, Americans who have died? Anyways, our story doesn't start with Burger Lounge, honey. It starts with a young couple who we call friends, John Krasinski and Evelyn Lee Blunt, because they are in A Quiet Place 2, which we wanted to see. Darling Daughter, I think without provocation, a week ago or 2 weeks ago said, I want to see A Quiet Place 2.
Yeah, a few months ago, they wanted to watch the first movie.
Which we did.
Actually, they've been asking for a long time, and I was like, oh, it's too scary for you.
Right.
They watch so many scary, horrible,
well, let's not
creepy,
talk about what
gory
happens
things.
at Grandma Bev's, honey. The Purge and The Purge, all of its six movie predecessors.
So a few months ago, as a family, we watched A Quiet Place, the first one.
Fantastic. We watched it.
Oh, we saw it in the theater,
originally,
when it came out.
Loved it.
Both the kids were fine, of course. Not scared at all.
Sure. Well, the damage will show in about 28 years, honey, but go on.
So yes, part 2's coming out. We're excited. We want to see it in the theater. And because the kids were just fine with part 1, we figure we can go all 4 of us together to see part 2.
Right.
Hopefully it's not any more scary.
We love part 1. And we watched it on home here on our television a few weeks ago. Still very good. A great horror movie, if you will. So we wanted to see, once Darling Daughter brought up Quiet Place 2, we were like, well, let's go see it. And we're not huge movie people, but because of the pandemic, we wanted to get back out there. Well, I'm just saying we don't see a movie every week or not even every month, but we see a couple a year.
I would say that both of us very much enjoy going to the movie theater, and we try to do it anytime there's a movie that we're interested in, we definitely want to go see it in the theater. We both have missed that over the last year for sure. Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying we don't see a movie every weekend like Dominic Brasha, Rest in Power.
Or John Campea.
Right. Or John Campea. We're not these movie pundits. But if there's a movie we want to see that we think we're going to dig or we think will be cool on the big screen, we will go see it. And we missed it in the past year. We saw Godzilla vs. Kong, which sucked.
Oh, remember
late May.
Mm-hmm. In October 2020, the theaters briefly opened, but they were only playing like old stuff.
Right.
So we took the kids to see Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Episode 5.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun. It still holds up on most levels.
It's a good movie.
I'm not sure what the kids thought about it, but we dug it.
I think they liked it.
As old people. So, this is a long ways to go to say that we wanted to go to the movies. And we live in West Sacramento, and we frequent the movie theater in downtown Sacramento, downtown Commons, where the Golden One Center is, because there is no movie theater in West Sacramento. So what we do to save, it's a Cinemark movie theater.
Yeah.
What we do to save money, because if you go on their website and you click buy for tickets, for some reason they're out here charging $3 service fee per ticket.
Per ticket. What did you conclude that we saved by going in person to buy our tickets there at the theater? Like $18, $22?
$12. Because it's 4 times 3.
I thought it was more than that.
No. It's 4 times 3.
Well, I thought there was other fees.
But we also got matinee.
Oh.
Which was another $3-ish.
The matinee compared to the other ticket, it was like a $6 per ticket savings.
Yeah.
We saved a lot of money by choosing the very first showing of the day.
Right.
And going in person to buy our tickets there at the theater.
Right. So what we do is we're in West Sacramento again, downtown Commons, literally West Sacramento. Like, for people who don't know, we hop on the freeway from where we live, and you're looking at downtown.
Do we take the freeway or or do we go over the bridge?
To walk or drive?
I don't know.
What we do is, I'm just saying that downtown Sacramento is super close.
Yeah.
So what we do is, to save this $12 in service fees, is we drive from our home to West Sacramento, where the river is, where the Capitol Bridge is, the Ice Street Bridge.
Yes.
By Drake's the Barn, for people who don't know. But it's right by the river. So what we do is we park there. We drive from our home in West Sac. We park near Drake's the Barn. And then we walk from Drake's the Barn, which is super close, to the Capitol Bridge, the Yellow Bridge, for people who don't know. And we go across the way. We meander through Old Town Sac just to kind of hang.
It's fun, yeah.
It's fun.
See the sights,
it's
the
something
crowds.
to see. Bunch of overweight tourists, am I right, honey?
No.
And loser homeless people. But
geez.
It's maybe a mile and a half.
Yeah.
So we drive here. We park, still in Old Sac, still in West Sac. We walk across the way through Old Sac into downtown Commons. It's about a mile and a half.
It's very, it's nothing. Like, we have fun. We get some exercise.
Right.
It's not taxing much.
We're saving $12, but then we eat.
Oh, yeah.
In downtown Commons.
If we're there, we got to eat.
Right. Well, we save $12, but then we spend $20, $25 on food because it's a little bit of a jaunt. But that's what we do. A week ahead of time. Yeah, obviously you can't do this like day of.
Yeah.
But we plan things in advance.
So our aim this day, we're going to buy in advance tickets for A Quiet Place Part 2 there at the theater, and then we're going to get some food afterwards.
Right.
It was just you and I that day, by the way. No children.
Right. Absolutely. And so our initial plan was to buy food from Jimboy's. Now, Jimboy's at Downtown Commons, Doco, they open at noon for some reason, which
late.
Other Jimboy's open at 10:30,
right.
11 a.m., but this was it Saturday or Sunday, honey? I can't remember. Let's say it was Saturday.
Okay, it was Saturday.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to order on the app. And then for whatever reason, the app didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, their loyalty, rewards, points wasn't working. And their ordering in general was not working.
They did us dirty.
Right. So right away... So we're going to get Jimboy's. We were at Downtown Commons, ready for them to open. App wasn't working. Burger Lounge is literally right next door.
Yeah.
Right there where the movie theater is, there's like Panda Express and Pizza Press, which we've had and we've enjoyed.
Burger Lounge is right there. Jimboy's is right there. Pop Bar is right there also, which we've been to a few times.
Which is where they take your popsicle and they dip it in chocolate and nuts and all sorts of stuff. So Jimboy's couldn't take our order, which was probably racism, honey. I don't know if you heard about the anti-Asian crime.
Oh, no.
The hate crimes in the news
They saw
lately.
your name, Vince Nicholas, and they were like, this Asian man.
This Asian man. Racist. Racial racist. Burger Lounge right next door. So Jimboy's couldn't take our order. Burger Lounge right next door. And we've been wanting to try them, but they were closed. Like, Panda Express was open, and Pizza Press was open.
Burger Lounge was closed?
Yeah, during COVID.
Oh.
For a few months.
Okay.
But a few months ago, we ate at Pizza Press, which was like a couple doors down or whatever. Mm-hmm. So for whatever reason, Burger Lounge has been closed all this time. But we've said from the... they haven't been open too long. A year
or two? I don't know.
And but we've been wanting to eat there.
Yeah, both of us have been wanting to eat there.
They've been closed. Again, other places have opened. For whatever reason, they stayed closed. But they were open recently. So we were like, well, we're right next door. Jimboy's doing us dirty. Little racial. Little racism, anti-Asian. So let's go to Burger Lounge.
Did you almost say Burger King?
No. But that's on my mind because we're getting that tomorrow, honey.
Yeah.
So just some A to Z on Burger Lounge. They have locations all over California, Los Angeles, San Diego, a few in the Bay Area, and 2 in Sacramento. One being downtown, which we went to, and one being in Roseville, which is a suburb of Sacramento for people who don't know. Like I said, it's in Downtown Commons, next to Golden One Center. The cuisine, the ethnicity, what would you say, honey? It's burgers.
What are burgers? American?
Burgers and fries.
American, I guess.
Right, American. Half the menu, like you said, the actual paper menu, which we busted out, which we grabbed from their little pamphlet.
And we brought it home with us.
We did. You did.
I did.
But half the menu is quote-unquote grass-fed.
Yeah, half the menu is their grass-fed real meat items, which includes beef burgers, a chicken sandwich, and a codfish sandwich.
Right.
And then the other half is the plant-based meat.
Very chewy, beyond meat.
Not...
Fake meat.
Yeah,
fake cows.
Fake meat.
Fake grass-fed cows.
I didn't study that side very much because I was going to order from the left side.
We're real Americans, honey.
Okay.
We're real people. We're not pescatarians. Is that what Darling Daughter is?
Yes. She could have eaten the codfish, okay?
I almost got that.
It looked good.
The ambiance decor, how would you describe it? I would say there was not much ambiance / decor.
You know what? What will stand out to you the most is those lime green chairs and the lime green highlights and font that accent the entire decor.
Yes. They were the lime green chairs did stand out.
It totally stands out.
It was kind of like, did you steal these chairs from a kindergarten nearby or something? Well, where do you find wacky, fun, colored chairs, honey?
Amazon.
An elementary school or Amazon. Would you say it's good for kids? I absolutely would say. Casual or formal dress?
Casual.
Very cash. Staff friendly / helpful? Absolutely. And the speed of service, wait time, I would say very good, very quick. It was decent,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we sat outside because it was a lovely day in downtown Sacramento.
It was.
It was nice. It was sunny, and we sat outside. We could have sat inside. They had both open, but we sat outside. The menu, very easy.
Yes.
Simple.
There's about 5 sandwich options and then 3 or 4 side options, and that's it.
Right. Well, there's 5 sandwich options on each side. The real meat side.
The real meat and the fake meat,
and the fake meat.
If you're choosing from either side, you have about 5 options on either side.
I would liken it to In-N-Out. There's not much choice, which I dig.
Yep.
And the antithesis to the Cheesecake Factory menu, which is about 38 pages long. But I dig that simple menu, easy to order. And I found this out on their website, which I showed you, honey. But you can order a potato, an onion, a tomato, and an avocado. So if you have the hankering for a whole large Kennebec potato, you can get that at
That's
a Burger
so odd.
Lounge.
We didn't see that there in person, so I'm wondering what's up with that.
Well, what they have is, and I'm showing you my laptop. This is the lounge box.
Oh, it's a box of items, food items.
So what you can do is buy this lounge box for $28.95, and they have 4 beef patties, and you can get 4 fake meat patties. But the idea is that you take all these grocery items and you bring them home and then you cook it.
You're meant to cook and assemble it yourself.
Yeah,
that's kind of. I mean, that's kind of fun.
The patties are raw, and they give you the onion and the tomatoes.
I kind of want to do that.
Although, if they give you the potatoes, are you supposed to do you have a potato dicer?
Slice it.
Right.
You know what? This would be kind of fun to bring home and do for us and the kids. Because
Right.
Luna she's got her vegetarian stuff.
It would be a good idea.
I could cook it up in the kitchen for us all. This might be fun.
If you're bringing a potato home, are you like the cook in the basement of a USS carrier? Like,
you know what?
You dicing potatoes all day?
I wonder how much. Do you recall how much they charge for a single potato? Because I know at the grocery store you can get like a bag of 12 potatoes for $4, $3.
That's a good question. I don't know. I just saw that you can buy a potato. But there wasn't price listing. Maybe that's only specific locations because each location is a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you can get a lounge box, which is 4 raw patties, and then all the accoutrements, pickles, onions, potatoes, tomatoes, and you could take it home and theoretically cook. But I'm not out here trying to pay $30 to feed quote unquote 4 people. It's fine, but
30 for 4 is okay.
It's decent.
But keep in mind, you are not doing the cooking. I am doing all the cooking and the prep work.
Honey,
okay?
you enjoy cooking for me, don't you, honey?
Yes, I do, honey.
Okay, thank you. Yes, as my darling wife reaches for her next White Claw.
I just reached across your face for a White Claw.
You did.
Here we go.
Ooh. Okay, so simple menu, easy to order. There were, in terms of crowd, there were a few people there, but it was not busy, and it was 11:45 a.m.-ish. We didn't have to wait. We actually, we let people go in front of us because we grabbed the paper menus because we didn't know exactly what we wanted to do.
We were holding up the line, so we grabbed a paper menu and said, "Give us a minute.
Right.
Y'all go ahead of us."
Right. I didn't say y'all, but okay.
I didn't either. I thought it.
But it wasn't busy at all. We sat down. Like I said, we sat outside. It was a fabulous day. We sat near a couple of older gentlemen who enjoyed cursing, which I thought, okay, good for you. You're cursing in the middle of the day at a restaurant out in the open. Like, wonderful. We're proud of you. Your mom is proud of you. Everyone's proud.
You're cool. You're crass.
Congrats. Well, I just think these two guys, they grew up in Sacramento and they're still here.
Honey, good Lord.
Sorry.
I grew up in Sacramento, okay?
I know, but it's different for women and men, honey.
All right.
You mentioned now they had like the stereo speakers going on, and you mentioned that the music was too loud.
It was too loud.
And
it was bad.
It sucked. And I would agree. It was sort of emo-y, like acoustic-y. I didn't even know what was going on, but the music was bad.
It wasn't top 40 hits.
Right. Play that Sam Smith, yo. Play that Travis Scott.
It was obscure stuff.
It wasn't great. You want to hear the hits.
Yes.
You want to hear some Ariana Grande and some Bieber. But they did end with Black Keys' Lonely Boy when we were leaving, honey.
That was a step up.
You can't go wrong.
Okay.
So it's all about consistency. When you're DJing, kids, when you're DJing at the club, when you're DJing at the Planet Fitness, honey, which I do often, you got to load it up with Drake, throw us a little bit of Chris Brown, but you don't want to go into the deep cuts of one-hit wonders.
True.
We ordered water, which I appreciated. They brought in like real size cups. Like you didn't get the I'm a loser.
The little wee, like 6-ounce cup.
I'm a cheap loser in these little plastic cups.
It was a legitimate, like either 12 to 16-ounce size with a real lid and a real straw. Yeah.
It was so appreciated that. And then they brought our orders on these little metal trays, which were cool. They were small, but I dug them. Like they were kind of industrial chic, if you want to.
Yeah.
But it was better than just a large brown tray like you get at McDonald's.
It was fancy, a little fancy. It was a step above McDonald's. Yes.
And so what we ordered is you got the lounge burger, no onions. I got the turkey burger, extra onions because I'm a real man.
So I got beef. You got turkey.
Right. And I got the sauce on the side because I was watching I was on track, or I didn't want to indulge. And then we got the half and half, which is onion rings and fries. And then we got, you decided you want a bunch of sauces. So
I was paying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, darling.
So, they had a ton of sides that you could choose from, and
sauces, which
side
were
sauces,
in the
little
small
cups
cups,
of sauce.
the small plastic cups for 50 cents each.
50 cents each. So,
yes.
I said I'm just gonna order a bunch of little sauce cups,
right?
Because I'm paying. I
right.
want to,
right?
So I got honey mustard, ranch. Remind me.
Gochujang, which is
sweet
Korean.
gochujang.
A Korean thing, I believe. Don't quote me.
And what was the fourth?
Barbecue.
Okay, barbecue. Okay.
Yeah. So we got 4 little things of sauce.
And then they also gave us a couple sides of ketchup.
Right. And then, like I said, we got the 2 waters in full-size cups instead of the piddly cups. But there was no ice in them, which was disappointing. It wasn't hot, but it would have been nice to have some ice.
Yeah, because it wasn't even room temperature. It was like warmer than room temperature water.
Right.
So even I would have liked some ice.
Right. And I wonder if that's a COVID thing. Like, do they have the fountains where you can just put as much ice and water as you want, or is it just like a burger lounge thing where they bring it out to you? Although, well, it was nice to have a waiter. Although I don't know if you would call him a waiter, a burger lounge employee, bring our food instead of number 83 or
yeah.
Carolyn Nicholas, your order's ready, and we got to go up there. But they did bring it out to us, which I appreciated. Our total for the day was $24.85. Okay, so let's get into our shared side first. The half and half, which is described as onion rings and French fries, ellipsis, the best of both worlds. For 795 calories. Holy Toledo.
That was the small size, too.
We got the small size, which was $4.95. What did you think, honey? What was your take?
It was very yummy.
Mm-hmm.
The onion rings especially were very good.
Onion rings were on point.
Crisp. This is what I enjoy in an onion ring.
Yes.
You can bite it in half.
Yes.
And the breading bites in half as well as the onion ring itself.
Yes.
Because sometimes you bite into an onion ring and the breading breaks and then the entire onion comes out in your mouth. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nothing worse on the planet.
That's horrible.
Yes.
Okay. But these you could bite into them and the entire thing would break.
Yes.
Ooh, it was good.
Yes. Why don't...
And they were very crispy as well.
Yes. The breading was outstanding. And we're talking about getting Burger King tomorrow. The thing that makes Burger King onion rings fantastic is that they're small.
Yeah.
And you can throw a whole one in your
Yes.
mouth. You can take a bite of one. You can, okay. What it really comes down to is Burger King where they have the plastic dips, the dips in the little plastic containers, or Burger Lounge where they give you the little cups with your dip. But you can, a small piece of onion, you can dip in there. A big onion ring, you can dip like a tenth of it, an eighth of it into this dip. And then it just becomes like you unable to handle.
Yeah.
Discombobulated.
Mm-hmm. It was very manageable.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yeah. Onion rings were excellent.
You dipped it, you popped it. It was great.
Yeah. And so another thing was that the balance. So how the half and half comes out is like it's a bag, a small bag.
Yeah.
A small bag of French fries.
And
Small bag of French fries. And then right on top are 5 onion rings, small onion rings.
Yeah. And they were stacked very artistically.
Right. And it was, so the Burger Lounge employees bringing out this to you on your metal tray, and you got a bag of fries and then 5 small onion rings stacked on top of the bags, and the balance was very impressive. Because cooking it and plating it, the 5 onion rings on a small bag of fries, took some skill. And then this Burger Lounge employee who brought it to us also takes care. And he's got to make sure that it doesn't topple over, like a building being demolished. So that was very impressive. Yes.
The fries were fine. They reminded me of In-N-Out only in the sense that you could tell they were like freshly cut and baked there in the shop.
Right.
They were way better than In-N-Out because obviously In-N-Out is terrible.
Well, they tend to undercook, but
they were a lot thicker. Yeah, they were
yes.
crisper. They were very good.
Yes,
and you could tell they were like freshly cooked potatoes.
Absolutely, they got the press where you put in a whole potato, you pull down on a handle, and turns into 9 French fries. Yeah, I would agree with the In-N-Out comparison. What also similar to Wendy's, but fresh cut. Not really steak fry thickness, girth.
Oh,
but
no.
Almost like so, but not as thin as McDonald's.
Right. They were similar to like a Wendy's in thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know my fast food fries too well.
I do, honey.
They were thick, but definitely not like steak fries. Not at all.
Absolutely. And then so sort of like In-N-Out. In terms of freshness, and then in terms of girth, thickness, it's not all about size, honey. Similar to Wendy's, but I would rate them as good. The onion rings, excellent.
Yep.
How would you rate them, honey?
I completely agree with what you just said.
1 to 10. Give me 1 to 10 on the fries. 1 to 10 on the onion rings. Fries, I would give a solid 6, maybe 7.
6?
I can never settle on a number because
I know the number system is hard, but we continue to do it. I don't know why.
I don't know. Because numbers, you gotta live. As John Campea, movie pundit, puts it, we live in a 1 or 10 world where you either rate something 1 or
you know what?
It's horrible, or 10 is the best thing ever. Yes.
Should we go the way of Rotten Tomatoes, where it's either an up or a down?
Tomato or green?
You have 2 choices. It's up or it's down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Good tomato, rotten tomato.
That's actually...
Because the scale is really hard. I always rate things super high.
I know.
And then you always rate things really low.
Sometimes you change your rating in the middle of the episode.
Listen, a 1 to 10, that's such a large range to rate something.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? We're changing things here on But I'm Still a Good Person. So for me, fries, thumbs up. Although... shouldn't it be like a middle thumbs up?
Yes, there's thumbs up, thumbs down. There's like a middling, so
like a hang loose to the side thumb. Fries, I would do middling, but they were good.
Agree. Fries middling.
Onion rings, big thumbs up.
Yeah, big thumb up.
Batter's legit.
Yep.
And so. And just for the thick boys out there, it's a thick boy summer, honey. To cut calories, what I did was, with each fry, I would dip it into whatever, ranch, gochujang, and then I would eat. I would take a bite, and then on the second dip, and normally you don't do 2 dips, but we're married, honey, and we've shared much more than saliva in these glorious...
Our body fluids are one.
Oh, well, that's truer. Nothing has ever been said that's truer. But on the second, I didn't dip. On the second bite, I didn't dip, and I just ate it, and I feel like I cut calories, honey. Can you tell? Am I buff?
Technically, you did.
I did. Absolutely. And then, let's go back. Let's rate our sauces. So we had barbecue, honey mustard, gochujang, and ranch. I would put all of them as fine. Gochujang is cool. It's different, but you didn't like it. You said it was too sweet.
It was sweet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If we had like egg rolls or spring rolls, I would have like some sort of Asian food. I would have really loved it. Right. But with fries, onion rings, no.
So American versus combined with Korean. Why is it on the menu? Is my question, honey.
Because they're trying to be cool and unique.
Yeah, and then the honey mustard, I questioned why we got the honey mustard.
I ordered honey mustard because I know that you like it, but then as you informed me after I ordered it, you like it when it comes to chicken strips. Chicken
strips or just chicken in general, chicken McNuggets, chicken anything.
Which, and then I was like, oh.
Yeah. But
I know that distinction.
There has been dark days when I'm at my wit's end when we have whatever going on here, fast food, fries, and we have nothing going on in our condiment drawer. And I have dipped a fry into honey mustard.
Who hasn't dipped a fry into honey mustard in their life?
Right. And
okay.
So,
and I dipped into the honey mustard. I didn't like it because I don't like honey mustard in general.
Yeah.
I simply got it because I thought you liked it.
Yeah. I do. Again, I like it with the chicken, with fries. I have to be at my last on my last days, my last rites. But they were all fine. The Goku Chang was fine. You didn't like it, but it was what it was.
It was good, but Asian not with what we had. Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's go into our burgers. You got the lounge burger, no onion, which is described as a grass-fed beef, organic white cheddar cheese, fresh or grilled onion, which you didn't get, shredded lettuce, tomato, pickles, BL 1000 Island, which is their sauce, which is obviously akin to Thousand Island. 580 calories, $8.95. What did you think, honey?
This was so good.
Mm-hmm.
This was everything a burger ought to be.
Yes.
It was delicious.
It was.
I gave you a bite.
I had a bite, and it was fantastic, off the charts.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to critique.
It's everything you want in a burger and more.
It was fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah. It was very good. I had the turkey, which we'll get to in a second. I regret. But your beef patty, legit. It was an excellent burger. 1 out of 10. Or thumbs up side, thumbs down, honey.
Thumbs up 100%.
Okay, agree. I had the free range turkey burger with extra onion because I'm a real man and I like raw onions. With the sauce on the side because for some reason I was quote unquote on track and watching my weight.
You didn't even use the sauce. I think we dipped a few fries into it.
Right. I tasted it with a few fries and it's fantastic. Thousand Island.
That's the same sauce I got on my burger, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And my free range turkey burger. Free range is important, honey. I want them running around before
they're free and happy before they die.
Before they get described as organic white cheddar cheese, fresh or grilled onion. As I said, I got the extra onion, shredded lettuce, tomato, pickles, and BL 1000 Island sauce. 560 calories, $8.95. Okay, so I'm going to break this down. The pickles it came with, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, usually I don't like pickles because they're an also-ran and they're so, like, vinegary that they kind of poison the rest of the burger or sandwich. I'm not a big pickle guy. The only pickles I will vouch for are Sunflower Drive-In in Fair Oaks, California.
Holy moly.
You get the nut burger. Their pickles are legit, but I wouldn't put those on par with the Sunflower. But Burger Lounge pickles, very good.
Yeah, in addition, I just want to add, all of Burger Lounge's veggies were very crisp, fresh, and good.
Yes, good produce, much like In-N-Out. The BL 1000 Island sauce, which I had on the side, it was... I dipped a few fries in it. I had a piece of your burger. I missed it. I needed that sauce.
Totally. Why didn't you add it, honey?
I don't to save myself 70 calories, honey.
Okay. We each took a bite of each other's sandwich.
Yes.
I bit into your turkey sandwich and I thought, this is turkey.
This needs to be beef. This needs some sauce.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, again, I was quote unquote on track. Although when you got full of the fries, I ate the rest of the fries.
I know you ate most of our side dish.
But maybe the cutting back on the sauce led to my ability to eat more fries.
Yeah, you balanced out.
Sure. I don't know. Sometimes I just do things. Listen, people. Follow your heart. Get the beef patty. Get the BL 1000 Island. The bun, I would describe as it wasn't unique and it wasn't great. It reminded me of like just your average multigrain bun that you can get in the aisle in the bread aisle at Save Mart or Safeway.
Do you know what I noticed?
Mm-hmm.
In your sandwich,
yes,
the bun was mediocre.
Ah.
In my sandwich with the real beef and the sauce, it was fantastic.
So the buns were literally the same.
Yes.
But the beef and the sauce upgraded the buns.
I think your opinion of your bun was tainted.
It was. Absolutely.
By your meat patty that you got and your sandwich as a whole.
Ah, you're blowing my mind now, man.
And oop.
Okay, so the bread I was not impressed with. A lot of these burgers now are coming out with these brioche buns or potato buns or even a pretzel bun or the spongy classic In-N-Out bun.
You know, and the thing about In-N-Out is that it's toasted. And I think anytime you take any type of bread bun and toast it, you're going to elevate it. Mm. And these buns at Burger Lounge were not toasted.
Right.
That would have helped them out, I think.
It would have helped. It would have elevated their game. So the bread, I wasn't a fan of. It was fine, but it was your multigrain that you can find in the Rayleigh's bread aisle. Another thing I wanted to mention, that it was messy, and it became like things started falling out of place, and it became a little salad, and which was fine because they give you a little plastic fork, which I ate, but it was kind of almost too much going on for this underwhelming bread. This incompetent bread couldn't handle this burger. But it was fine. It turned into a little salad. Yeah. And my final observation is that it was as good as a turkey burger sans sauce could be. But the next time, YOLO, you only live once. I'm gonna live my best life. I will go with the beef patty.
I hope you do.
And I will get it with sauce. But my turkey burger, sideways thumb, honey.
Yeah,
if you will.
I agree with that.
Number scale be a 6 or 7.
I wish you'd gotten the beef because you would have enjoyed our meal so much more. And
right.
I'm not sure when we'll ever go back there.
Honey, we're gonna be there on Saturday watching A Quiet Place 2 with our friends John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, who worked with the Scientologist in Edge of Tomorrow, honey. Okay, think about it.
Okay, but we already have lunch plans, and it doesn't include any of the restaurants at Doco.
That's true, but we do frequent Doco, honey.
We do. I hope we do go again.
We'll definitely be back.
I'd like to try their other burger, or perhaps their cod burger.
Yeah.
And it was super yummy. And I want you to not get the turkey. I want you to get the sauce on this time that we go.
Absolutely. And we talk about Yard House is there, but that's a chain, and Burger Lounge is a chain, but it seems smaller,
right?
More artisanal.
And Pizza Press is super good. I would love to eat their pizza again.
Yeah, but like Panda Express is there and Chipotle is there, but that's super duper chains,
right?
And we can get them in West Sacramento. Mm-hmm. We definitely will be back to a Burger Lounge. One thing I wanted to mention is that in the middle of our, because like I said, my burger turned into a salad because things were falling everywhere. It was like a overweight woman trying to wear tight shorts and a juicy pink sweatsuit. But things were falling, and there was sauce and juices everywhere. And our cashier came out to give us more napkins.
Oh yeah, she said, "Here, I thought you could use some more napkins."
Right.
And I was thinking, were you looking at us through the window and thinking, these sloppy fools,
these slobs,
these disgusting people need some more napkins because we didn't ask.
Right. We were just enjoying our day. We were having a final time, and then next thing you know, this employee. She mess shamed us, honey.
Right.
It was her cleanliness privilege overbearing on us, and it was like, okay, we could use more napkins, I guess.
Normally at a restaurant, you're begging them to bring you more napkins.
Yeah.
But at this place, they were like, "Please, you disgusting couple, take as many as you need.
Please go away. Go down to see. Do you see the homeless encampment by on W Street? Walk down there because that's what you remind us of with your sloppiness.
Oh dear.
Of your burgers and sandwiches.
She gave us so much that I put a huge stack in my purse and I brought it home with us.
Right. Well, we can always use more napkins.
Yes.
One thing I wanted to mention also is that just the size of burgers. It's not like a quarter pounder. It was. I thought it was very small. It was compact. It was it was nicely packed. It was sturdy, but it wasn't a giant burger that you would expect to get at Carl's Jr. or like I said, McDonald's, a quarter pounder or a third pounder.
It'll fill you, but it won't stuff you.
Right. And I thought, well, for $9, honey, maybe it should stuff us.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well, alrighty. That's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for HelloFresh. We don't have a promo code for HelloFresh. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I may have called out 2 Sacramento native bros for cursing over their grass-fed burgers, but I'm still a good person, and we're still good people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day/night. Bye-bye.